Gentlemen, welcome to the ESL, not monthly championships, that was yesterday, the ESL Go4Heroes Go4Heroes Cup number 13.
Yeah.
And we are loading into the first game. It's going to be Team ArieX versus Team Unitard, and we are on the Garden of Terror, starting off as best of one all the way to the finals.
Yeah, best of one is, of course, a little bit different to the way that most cups are played, but I like it. It's a little bit faster here compared to the monthly final. You guys had best of threes all the way yesterday, right?
Yep, that was fun. The only one that didn't go all the way to 3 games was the very first match, which was a 2-0.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I mean, lots of
games.
Yeah, lots of games.
Yeah, very entertaining. Like, Team Kicking Coming yesterday, they played ridiculously well, even if they did abuse Dragonshire massively, but they did play very, very well.
Yeah, in what way?
As in, any time they had the opportunity, they picked Dragonshire. Like, every time they lost on it, they just picked it again and tried again and usually won.
Okay, nice. Did they have a special tactic on Dragonshire?
Not really, they just really like the map. Like, they just, every time, like, in the last 2 series they played, Dragonshire came up twice.
Okay, not bad.
So they ended up playing Dragonshire, I think, 5 times overall that night over the course of 3 games.
Did they go to the finals?
No, they lost to Yard Team in the semi-finals. Mm-hmm. Yard Team, like, they were winning the entire game, but Yard Team were going for the long play of stacking Asmodan on Dragonshire with a team that was purely built to help Asmodan stack. And then it got to the late game, and Asmodan was just chunking for damage with like 600 bonus damage.
Ooh. Is Asmodan played in pro games now?
Some of them. He pops in now and again. It's only on Dragonshire, really, and on the very odd occasion, the Blackheart Bay. But he pops his head in now and again, depending on the compositions, etc.
I think Asmodan would be pretty good on Dragonshire and on Curse, since he has the really long-range disrupt.
Curse is okay, but the reason he's played on Dragonshire is because mid lane and bottom lane are so close together. It allows him to stack off both those lanes while just holding the mid lane. Whereas on Curse, the lanes are really far apart.
Okay, let's get into our first game here in the ESL Go4Heroes Cup number 13. And our blue team on the left side, they are Team ArieX's club. And we have Javion on Stitches, Choin playing Nazebo, Kodilov playing Jaina, Helios is on Rhaegar, and Bloody is playing the Demon Hunter.
And on the right-hand side, starting in the top lane, it is Massamoraliran. That's a long name. That's got to be max characters. On the Diablo, it is going to be Tofu. On the Tyrande, in the mid lane, it is going to be Maratal on the... dodging the hook there, but he's going to be on the Zagara. And in the bot lane, heading up to the mid lane, is going to be Chucks, or Chuckso, on the Nova. And Wallow Wizard is on the Ufa.
Yeah, and they have that 2-2-1-2 setup, which is mostly played in solo queue or
top lane
top
Tofu,
games.
And he's gone.
Oh, that was quick.
He was. He got hooks and then decided to stand there, and then he died.
Let's see. But they're all returning to that 2-1-2 setup. Interesting. We'll have to see how it plays out. I really like the triple stack, the party lane. I think it works quite a bit better.
Indeed, it's what we see in a lot of the higher level games. For now, though, Nova trying to trade with Valor a little better, and she's getting a few good shots off. And she also has the ambush snipe ability, so she's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. However, staying decloaked most of the time, she's not actually going to be proccing that very often at all.
Yeah, but I think they're doing quite well here in this bot lane. Helios also took quite a bit of damage, so he can't really overextend down there. And Wallow Wizard just waiting to make a move, but soon going to turn light, and they're already getting position for those first few seeds. Yep, there we are. Wallow Wizard's going straight for those seeds. Yep. Grabbing the easy seats here. And same thing's happening upstairs. They're also grabbing the free seats first. Oh, Javion a little bit out of position, but Kodilov is behind him. Oh, nice hook there. But Marital gets away, and he has the remainder of his team there to help out.
Yep,
So it looks like they're not going for the Shambler straight away.
For the moment, this does appear to be the case. Having a look at some of the talents we are seeing in this game, we've already mentioned Nova is running the ambush snipe, giving her the bonus damage when she snipes out of cloak. Seasoned Marksman being taken on to Rande. She is going for the ranged carry style of build. Something we very rarely see due to the fact that most teams don't want a character who just sits in a lane all the time. However, Tofu running it this time, seeing what he can do with it. And Ufo, a very interesting and rare talent, the Blessed Champion, healing for 25% of damage dealt with auto attacks.
Interesting. Okay, so he's going to be a little bit more up close and personal.
It's got to be. And yeah, there's
like
Hammer of Lightbringer, so that's health and mana for auto attacks. He's going to be very up in people's faces.
I like this. It's going to complement Diablo quite well.
Yeah,
it's going to help him stay alive, get those souls.
It's true. Speaking of souls, Diablo starting off with the Soul Feast. For each soul, he gains an additional 5 health and 0.1 health regen. Choosing not to go for the increased number of souls is the next talent. So yeah, he can still go for the tankiest possible build if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna need tankiness, but with Ufo choosing those talents, it's gonna work out quite well. It's gonna give him 2 frontline heroes, which can actually hold their ground. And we see them picking up those first few minions here, mercenaries rather, and they're going for both sides. Really want to gather a little bit more experience to catch up. And, well, they're pretty close. I mean, both teams not really having massive advantage as far as the level is concerned.
Yep, neither one getting a talent advantage for the moment. However, speaking of talents, once again, Jaina starting off with the Frostbolt build, but has also taken in Venom as her level 4 talent. A very aggressive talent to take against this enemy team, which makes a bit of sense because popping it on someone like Nova and Tyrande, they're going to go down pretty quickly. So that does make quite a bit of sense.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of burstiness on their team. You said it before, Jaina, Vala, and Nazibo. That's going to be quite bursty.
Tofu in the top lane, once again, getting hooked in. The Blizzard does not kill him off this time, though. A Frostbolt from range could hit him, but Diablo does tank it instead, and Tofu able to get away.
Slam was still on cooldown, and Tofu did get away. He will go back into lane now and see what they can do, but looks like a little bit of a push coming out of Team ArieX.
Yep, and Diablo has actually gone for the tankiest possible build in the game. If you get full souls on this, you are the strongest defensive character in the game. Yep, 150 souls, extra 5 health per soul, extra 0.1 health regen per soul. If he can get fully stacked, he is very hard to kill. And it is quite cool, but obviously this does mean you're going to have to lane for a bit. Shoin actually taking a bit of damage.
in trouble there. Lost quite a bit of health here. Good combination here. Nice synergies between Shoin and Kodilov. Going for that zombie wall. Ooh, nice hit. Going for the zombie wall and then go for the Blizzard as a follow-up. Worked out quite well for them. I'd like to see that in action a little bit later.
Yeah, it's true. In the top lane currently, Javoin taking a bit of damage, is going to get stunned here. Diablo and Tyrande trying to pick him off, but he is just a bit too tanky for the moment. Tyrande clearly doesn't have enough Seasoned Marksman stacks. Currently, only 9 bonus damage for her, which isn't huge, but it is still bonus damage. For now, though, Bloody running into Diablo. No one actually gets hit by any abilities there.
Yeah, and they're kind of pushing them out of this Shambler. I like this play. Shuxu just has that holo decoy there to help out a little bit, but they're rotating down, going for the bottom Shambler, quickly realizing they can't really do anything about this if they don't have the whole team there. And Rhaegar still taking mid lane alongside Bloody. Maybe they can do something about this Shambler down here, but I kind of doubt it. Both teams really close to level 10. ArieX is already have their level 10. So it would be kind of dangerous right now for Unitard to go in there. And I doubt they're actually doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. Both teams have their seats ready. And let's see who's going to jump into it. Oh, Stitches seems to be the one to take control of the Shambler here.
Yep, and on the other side, it is Zagara. Zagara making a bit more sense than Stitches, I'd say. Like, for the team of ArieX, I would say maybe put Nazibo in it, because that you're not losing out on any huge pushing potential there. Rhaegar, good timing with the Central Healing Hammer. There comes the strafe from Bloody. Helios goes down to the full composition of Unitard here. Unitard backing out now, taking huge damage. Blizzard and Ravenous Spirit doing massive damage. The Polymorph hits 2 people. Down goes Wallow Wizard as well. Marshamelion is going to be able to back out, but Bloody taking quite a bit of damage from Ufa Ghost, but that's not going to be enough. We've actually saw Tofu disconnect and reconnect there, but he is back and ready. Bulb goes down directly next to Nova and forces her to actually stop backing. Pretty sure that was just an instinctive reaction of, oh god, there's an ability next to me, I have to move. But wouldn't have actually stopped her being anyway.
The problem with Master's build is that he actually has to play a little bit more cautiously than you would usually see Diablo, since he doesn't want to lose those souls. And that actually counts quite a bit in those team fights. Oh, Cordy, he needs to watch out. One more shot.
Anti-armor shells. Owl.
Oh, nice sentinel hit.
One snipe will do it. Snipe something free. Never mind, that'll do.
Yep.
Easy enough. Frost, though, does get chocks, and it's able to stop him, but doesn't really do much damage to deal with him. Meantime, Diablo currently beating the crap out of the Bulb in the bottom lane, and Javon making the most of what's left of his Plant Terror's duration to do as much damage as possible. He should have enough time to throw one more Bulb down. If Diablo hadn't tackled him, great timing there, interrupting the Bulb place animation so that there was no more going down. And now is going very heavily onto Javon here. Wallow Wizard is there with him, going to be able to drop healing down, especially with the amplified healing talent that Marshamelion does have.
Oh, we have double sprint now. We have Nazibo and Jaina taking sprint, and the Mega Smash on Stitches, Stormcaller on Rhaegar, and Giant Killer on Vala.
Yep, this is the case. The Giant Killer on Vala is the most interesting one, because this is usually the place you'd see frost shots taken. So, oh wow, Zagara
nice
going in here, and
what more comes in. Helios is healed back up. Nice timing on that ancestral healing.
Tofu's
and
gone.
Tofu can
lightning
get out.
breath,
Lightning breath,
lightning breath, Starfall. That's a lot of damage coming down. Somehow, no one has died yet. Javon is going to change that. There were Nova sniping Vala from the, Hiccups from the side as well. And there are 2 kills there for Team Unitard. Great turnaround.
Yeah, that was an amazing fight. Marita going for that Maw, and then Massa with that perfect lightning breath to save his teammate. Really incredible work here by Team Unitard.
Yeah, that almost went very on its head though, when the enemy team just turned around and suddenly was like, oh, there's a Ravenous Spirit and a Strafe all being dropped onto our head, but Nova able to take down Rhaegar here as well, but it was able to
did
take
he go
down
in bot lane, or where
yeah,
was Rhaegar at?
Rhaegar went down in bot. Nova just sort of went straight up to the fort and just shot him in the face.
Weird.
And that is Nova, yay. For now though, nighttime has started and we're seeing Team Unitard getting the seed advantage, forcing Bloody far away from these bot lane seeds, going up to join his team in the top lane. ArieX going to try and get a Terra there, and both teams have got a Terra, but so they're just grabbing seeds as much as possible.
Yeah, just you want to try to deny as much seeds on the opposing team. I don't think it's going to happen here. Looks like both teams will almost finish up their Shambler at the same time. Yep, they will. And didn't want to really risk anything by going in there too early. Tofu was the one clearing this lane in the meantime. Really good job, because they did have to face some bruisers there. Oh, did they go for a steal here? Yeah, nice move. Yep. ArieX went for a steal on the bruisers, and they're gonna start wailing away at that top fort.
Yep, this is the case for now though. Chucks is going to be playing defensively, trying to scare away Shoin and Corty Loves You. But luckily they are backing out, and he's just going to help Tofu in clearing this hard. Let's have a check in on Tofu. On 23 bonus damage with his stacks is pretty awesome. Marstal is in the bot lane at the moment. Sorry, Myrtle is in the bot lane at the moment with that Plant Terror going to be wailing on that bottom keep. However,
nice
Helios bullying him.
Pod.
Very nice.
They didn't really do anything about it, but now he's completely out of it. And looks like he's going to be hit by the entire strafe. Oh, nice Maw, but a little bit too late. Helios got the final blow there.
Yeah, was already envenomed, died to the poison in the end. Very good job there. Nice Maw, like you said. If he'd been able to pop it a bit earlier, he had a good chance of surviving.
Oh, Shoin might go down here. Yep, slammed right into the orbital blast. Good job by Massa. And I gotta say, I mean, these teams are quite even, but they're not handling the Planet Terror too well. Javion might be in trouble here. He's the only one there. Massa and Tofu on his back. And GxxShock runs in, but misses him. There comes another slam on the backside. And Lightning Breath a little bit too slow. Ancestral Healing helps him out quite a bit. Good job here by Helios, keeping his teammate alive.
Yep, he's been really good with the timing on these Ancestral Healings, able to keep, like you said, his team alive. Bloody for the moment, heading up to this siege camp, going to help his team take those. He has taken the Blood for Blood for that extra survivability there, and for that extra burst damage when he does go in. We have mentioned, didn't take the frost shots earlier, so he does have a bit less kiting potential, but still, that Giant Killer is going to be very helpful against the raid boss Diablo, who, we mentioned earlier, is at full stacks, baby. 150, 66,720 health currently, and I can't actually see his health regen. I wish you could hit C and see the stats. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I guess. Well, actually, no, it doesn't work like that.
That's how it works in game, but we're observers. We can't just hit C. Wait, hang on. V, C. Damn it! Worth a try.
Nice try. Oh, nice hook here onto Marital. Can she get away to this?
Oh, the more not going to help, though. There's the
strafe, and she still gets it.
That was nice. Vaulting over the moor, popping the strafe, able to take him down. Great play by Bloody there. And now they're going to be moving on to the core. ArieX pushing in hard, but nice
good
combo here. Starfall and
striking on Javion. GxxShock might be in trouble, but that was only the decoy. Oh, there comes a good...
that's not what you do. Don't hook an Uber into your team. He did go down, however. And now we are seeing Team Unitard backing away. They do not want to get caught out here. And they are backing up, trying not to get themselves picked up. Diablo on his way down finally to join the rest of his team. He does have Lightning Breath up, and he has the double overpower, so he can drop quite a bit of CC in these fights.
Yeah, I think that's the one big issue that Unitard has here is so far they're not really sticking together as a team. You often see these two heroes just by themselves, and that's the moment that ArieX strikes and they just go in and pick off these solo heroes. And it's just, they're making it a little bit too easy on them.
Yeah, this is true. For now, though, having a look at some of the talents, Stitches has taken the mini stun here and the increased radius on increased range and arc on his slam ability. So he is going to be attempting to lock down as many members of the team of Unitard as possible. Whereas Unitard responding with Diablo running relentless, so he's not going to be CC'd for very long at all, continuing the whole raid boss theme. And he has the double overpower, like I said earlier. Just going to be very scary. If he gets on you, he's going to be locking you down for a good few seconds. Tofu, not able to get the Bruiser Camp, as the Terrors were both taken, did not tap it before they were tapped.
Oh, jeez, Diablo's out of the game.
No, he's back.
He's back in there. He's back in there. I was saying, I mean, he was standing still for quite a while. But he's back, and... ready to get back into the fray, ready to get back into the action. Oh, nice move, but Bloody does get away. And there comes the Ancestral Healing. Keeping him alive.
This is the combo they want to do. Ravenous Spirit coming in from the back, but it's hitting the raid boss Diablo. He doesn't really care that much. Blood for Blood gets dropped on him to try and burst him down, but it's not going to happen. He does get polymorph, though, and it's just going to turn onto the bomb. Now he's going full ham onto the Plant Terror.
Plant Terror can actually slam that back. Nice overpower.
Yeah, he's smashing it down, and Stitches kicked out of that. The amount of CC, the fact you can CC the Plant Terror like that is pretty effective. I'd like to point out, the Plant Terror has about 12k health. Diablo has about half the health of a Plant Terror right now.
So
he has more than half the health. He has 7k health now.
Oh, wow.
He leveled up. And
Stitches, by the way, to compare this, has 5,700 health.
Yeah, 2k more health than Stitches, and Stitches is usually considered one of the most tanky characters in the game. Plant Terror continuing to do massively damaging things in the bottom lane. Already taken down to 4.
Oh, Marital is in trouble again. He's the only one. There comes the hook onto him, and he drops out.
No,
I don't think he can get away. What a misplaced maw.
Yep.
And he goes down.
Oh, good Divine Storm there, able to interrupt the strafe. Precision Strike does not land on anyone. Wallow Wizard trying to back out here. Lands the stun onto Devon, but nice Ancestral Healing, gonna keep him alive. And now the the Lightning Breath is able to lower Valor enough for Nova and Tyrande to take her out, but Tyrande does get hooked. She goes down as well. It is now going to be Diablo and Nova backing up here. Diablo
needs
he
to get
is
away,
so
but I don't think
tanky. He
can do
still
it.
has 2k health out of this. He has about as much health as a normal Nova just left over here, and he's going to back out and keep himself alive. Jux also looking for an opportunity, though, might be able to pick off Shoin. No, misses the snipe, and he's going to be backing up.
Yeah, a little bit too dangerous. They're gonna steal these. Seed shines, but shouldn't be too much of an issue here since 2 of their heroes are down as well, and Zagara is about to pop back up. So is Uther. Tirana is gonna wait a little bit longer to get back into the fray, but maybe they can steal even more camps here. Looks like Javian is going for that Bruiser camp, and Shaxo, is he coming in?
He's looking for it. He uses the hologram for vision.
A little bit too dangerous, I'd say.
Oh, precision strike on the
Nice
zombie wall. His
precision
own
strike.
team trapped with the zombie wall, but just going to Ravenous Spirit over the wall and chase him down. He does have the specialized toxin, so the poison's doing a lot, but he just wasn't really chasing properly. Just sort of right-clicked on him and let the AI take over, and that didn't really work. And that because of that, Jux is able to survive and get to his Hall of the Storms to heal up. In the meantime, we are going to see Zagara clearing up this bottom wave, and interesting choice for the level 4 talent. She took Medusa Blades, meaning that she fires she fires an extra 2 auto attacks that do 25% of damage. Sorry, all of her auto attacks do 25% of her normal damage, and she fires 3 of them.
Nice. Alright, level 20 talents are coming in. We have Bolt of the Storm on Jaina, Nexus Frenzy on Vala, which increases her attack speed and range by 20%. Then the Storm Shield by Rhaegar, Regenerative Bile is taking 4 Stitches, and Annihilating Spirit, of course, for Nazibo.
Yeah, but on the other side right now, we have the Precision Barrage from Nova, so that's going to be the 2 precision strikes. Tyrande, yet to make a decision. She has some of the biggest options when it comes to her talent, so it makes sense for her not to have picked hers yet. Divine Hurricane coming out of Ufa, the Tyrant Maw coming out of Zagara, rather than the Bolt of the Storm we'd usually see for safety, and the extra bonus damage and range on the just bonus duration and range on the Lightning Breath out of Diablo.
Damn it. Tyrande, or rather Tofu, just disconnected, so it was auto-picked. Celestial Wrath was auto-picked
That's still
here.
fine. Damage increase by 30% is still pretty decent.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying, I mean, he's being controlled by a bot right now, so really wants to get back into the action here.
Yep, this is
talking
true.
about action, they're already wailing away at this top 4. Javian took it down, and they're still going for the Shambler there, so lots of seeds coming in. It's going to be the next Garden Terror straight away if they want to go for it. And Javian's still at it.
Yeah, rest of his team is now here with him. Tyrande bot does get polymorphed. No mercy for the bot. Tyrande gets slowed, and she does get wiped out by the strafe. And now the Plant Terror is pushing into the base of Team Unitard here. Diablo gets polymorphed, not able to flip the Terror over the wall or anything similar. Precision Strike does not land on anything except the Terror, which will go down now. Ravenous Spirit from over the wall is going to be chasing onto Zagara, but Zagara just tanking it all, doesn't really mind that much. But the turn onto Bloody! Bloody survives! He's backing up though. Ufa's able to pick him off with the Divine Hurricane. Lightning Breath is doing huge damage, but the Ancestral Healing will save Shoin. And Javian is able to back up. That is a 2-for-1, but they were able to take down Vala, who is one of the main damage dealers here. However, that does not mean the fight is over. Javian separated from the team. They're trying to burst him.
Can he get away? I don't think so, but the good healing.
Oh my god, the Vile Bile destroys Zagara. And now Massa trying to back up, gets a heal from Ufa, and that will allow him to survive. Gets out 1.5k health. And this is going to be the opportunity for Team ArieX to push in the top lane. They've already taken down the keep. Don't think they'll go for the core here. Looks like they're going to go for the mid keep instead and get more catapults. Their Plant Terror is also available, so they can be back to get that. In fact, they're going to be now, because Javian, once again, getting caught out a bit by Ufa, but able to play it safe. Ufa gets hooked,
nice hook.
Not really much follow-up to that.
A little bit dangerous. Divine Hurricane was available again. But at least not his entire team was around him, so I guess it's still okay. So who's going to go into that Garden Terror? They still have 30 seconds to decide. And Bloody's not the one.
Yep, it's Stitches.
Stitches
speed back to base. He's going to be grabbing it. But
well, first they're going for the Siege Camp. Good thing Unitard not sleeping either, going for their Siege Camp as well. Bruiser Camp was, of course, still down. And then, let's see. Mid lane? I'm thinking mid lane fights here.
I think mid lane fights as well. Both teams are now full 5 members alive and are grouping up. Bloody almost burst out by Valor. Precision Strike does hit, but the Ancestral Healing heals up and the shield was enough to protect him from the damage. Massa going very aggressive onto this Plant Terror and still gets polymorphed on the very lip of the Spore Queen's curse. He is going to be backing up, but that's not going to stop him dropping any CC. Does get polymorph that time. Divine Hurricane, though, catches most people. Precision Strike does land on Koichi, but the Bolt is going to be able to protect him. I don't think that more hit anyone, but the Lightning is able to take down Bloody. Great job there. Diablo, immune to the polymorph while he's in Lightning Breath, is now going on to Javion. They were able to take down Nazibo and Valor here. Javion is going to be popped out of that Plant Terror by Chucks. No, he isn't actually. Sprint is going to keep him alive out to the face. Chucks is not giving up on this, able to snipe him out of it. And that was a good fight for Team Unitard.
Yeah, really good fight. And I've got to say, I mean, Maso is playing a really, really good Diablo here. I think that's the best use of Lightning Breath I've seen in quite some time. Using it quite well in at least 2 of these fights.
Yeah, and the other point I'd like to mention here is he's the only person in the game who has yet to die.
Which is perfect for him.
Gotta keep those stacks. Gotta keep them stacks up.
Yep. You really don't want to die now. I mean, like their whole build depends upon Diablo and keeping his stacks. Once he dies now, this is actually going to throw him off quite a bit in the team fights.
This is true. Like, the second he dies, he's suddenly down by, I think, like 1 or 2k health. It's a huge amount he drops by. So, yeah, it's a bit of a pickle if that does happen. So, he needs to keep himself alive. Ufra has been great on this front. Having a look at the damage counts right now, Stitches and Valor leading the damage counts pretty massively with 4.4k on Valor, 4.2k on Nazibo. Sorry, I got mixed up with Nazibo and Stitches there. Yeah, Nazibo 4.2k. Stitches not very far behind though with 35k. Nova on the other team is 40k. She's been doing a great job of bursting people down. She hasn't got the kill every time, but she has been dropping very large damage and putting the fear of, well, stealth in the eyes of Team ArieX.
Yeah, and 80,000 healing on Rhaegar. Wow.
That's a lot of healing. Been doing a fantastic job.
He is on top of his game tonight.
Yep, great job by Helios. He's been very on point with those ancestral healings. Chuck's going to be being out now, somehow, just on the lip of that far sight, able to not be seen being. Very, very lucky there with that B positioning. Plant Terror is available for Team Unitard here, but they're going to leave it till the last second. At least I think they're going to leave it till the last second. They need to grab it. It's only got 11 seconds left. We're seeing
I need about 6 seconds, I think, to channel it.
Well,
come on,
there it
fellas.
is. That's it.
Oh,
they've let it go.
Oh.
Diablo's going for it. Nope, about 3 seconds needed.
I guess it's
Diablo
fine. I think it might stop actually once you click on it or something.
No, I think it's only like 3 seconds.
Or just channel it quicker.
Yep. For now, though,
both teams have their Garden Terror available now, and it's going to be a mid lane fight here.
Diablo only getting a measly 21,000 health here. Rubbish compared to what he usually has. God. So the problem with this is we have the double raid boss now. So Diablo can play as aggressively as he likes with this Plant Terror because it has huge amounts of health. And the second he pops out of it, he's still going to have all of his health left, and he is ready for that. There's the curse coming down, does get Helios, and now he's going to focus most of his efforts on trying to damage down Javion in this Plant Terror. Tofu does get Spore Queen's curse. There's the strafe, interrupted by the Divine Hurricane, and down goes Valor, instantly destroyed. Ravenous Spirit coming from the back, but has to cancel it to dodge out the way of that Devouring Maw, and very good job from that. But that was still a 1-for-0 trade in favour of Team Unitard, and now they're chasing down this Plant Terror. There's Giants in the top lane, but they are now being focused down as well, thanks to Tyrande and the Lunar Flare. And Unitard defending their base pretty well. If they can kill off maybe one more person, they would have a chance to go through and maybe charge through an enemy keep to the core.
Yeah, counterplay is definitely a possibility here, but I think they're gonna need to get Stitches or Rhaegar to make it happen. Javion is quite low now, so if they get him once he pops out, it'd be pretty cool. But so far they still have to handle all that aggression coming out of the Garden Terror. And, I mean, it's quite dangerous. They still have catapults to deal with, and that's why Waller Wizard and Martel had to head back here. And they're playing this really safe. I like it quite a bit. Unitard really doing a good job defending so far. And they still have quite a few seconds left on their Garden Terror.
Yep, I will say though, Tyrande has actually managed to, while this game's going on, increase her stack count by quite a bit. Currently on 53 stacks of that season marksman, which is a decent amount of bonus damage. So she's doing a good amount of damage for her team. We can actually have a quick look and see that Tyrande currently on 31k damage, which is only 7k less than Stitches, quite a bit more, 10k more than Zagara, who is doing quite a bit, has been doing quite a bit of damage this game. So not bad at all. It's working out for her, and it's only gonna get her catching up even quicker as the game goes on.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, she's playing this really well. They're going for the bruisers. Looks like it's really safe to do so. Nova could do a little bit of a better job to scout things out. I think that's one thing they're currently missing out on.
She does
Just
not
a little
want to
bit
get
of map
caught
vision
out, though.
that's,
Using precision, Nova using precision strike to help her take this this bottom easy cab. She will be able to take it down at the cost of quite a bit of her health, and apparently one stack of her ult. Using her hologram to tank it, she is able to take it down.
So the stacks on Precision Strike, do they restack even though you haven't used all of them?
Yeah, it recharges.
Okay.
It just doesn't show the animation of how long the charge has to go.
Exactly, okay, that's what I thought.
Which is a little bit confusing.
Just making sure.
But, people are working with it.
Yeah, so again, both teams will go for a Garden Terror. I think Unitard might actually have a few more seats this time, but oh well, maybe not. Let's see, Zagara is waiting to get in there.
And
there she goes.
The team of
They
Unitard
need to get back here
very quickly. We are seeing... Oh, well, there's a hook onto the Siege Giants that Nova took earlier. But the team of ArieX are all grouped up near this bottom keep. They want to try and engage onto it, but they realise, yeah, we don't know where the enemy team is. We're going to have to be. They're probably back here defending us or getting ready to rush our base. We gave away our position by attacking that Siege Giant camp. So now... we are seeing Team Unitard pushing out of their base. They're feeling a bit more confident now and are going to look for the opportunity to maybe go on a counter push or at least fight Javion in his plant terror.
Yeah, they it's kind of funny because ArieX seem to realize, we're actually missing a Garden Terror. Because they were already set up and ready to go for the bot lane, and then, oh wait, Javion, you need to be in the Garden Terror to actually attack here. And there they are now. Oh, Wallow Wizard being scouted out. Mortal coming from the sides. And, Masmo trying to lure him in a little bit further. And now that Mortal is there to join the fray, I think they can finally go for it and keep them out of their base. Chuxo.
Yep, Nova's been doing some pretty decent harass. She's only on 3 stacks of her gathering power, but still dropping some decent damage. Ravenous Spirit from over the wall. Nazibo doesn't actually have gathering power at all, so this is just a base Ravenous Spirit plus the extra ultimate, and doesn't actually pick anyone off. Everyone's still at pretty much full health, in fact, but that's about to change. Lightning Breath coming out from Diablo. Precision Strike onto the Divine Hurricane. Strafe has been used. Precision Strike onto the Strafing Valor, but she will be able to escape.
Well, the Strafe didn't do all that much. She had to actually retreat out of it, but at least it stopped the onslaught, because Mesa, with that Lightning Breath, tried to get it started, but Wallow should have used the Hurricane a little bit sooner, and then Mesa could have done massive damage here. But Javion overextending here quite a bit. I mean, he's completely out of his range there.
Yeah,
it looks like they're backing off just in time.
In this fight, these two teams, very evenly matched. However, 25 is about to be hit by Team ArieX at the moment, and they're going to look for their opportunity to maybe try it and get some engagement there when they have that little bit of health boost. However, that's not going to stop Team Unitard, who are still just continuing to clear waves, playing it safe near their base, not letting anything go down. They've lost 2 keeps, so they have 2 lanes to defend. They need to just play patiently, get mercenaries when they can so they don't give away too much, and get ready to try and snipe some kills which can give them the game if they can kill enough people off that they can just rush the base.
Yep.
Sniped!
Ooh, that was a nice bolt.
That was a very nice bolt. Able to pick off able to pick off no one there. We're just seeing so many close calls, but Ufa gets hooked in. Divine Hurricane does go down.
There it goes down. That was a perfect Hurricane.
And the ring.
Wallow was so close. All of them died. Wow, that was insanity. Just so much damage in such amount of time. Wow. And the Maw not really doing all that much. Only Bloody caught in there. Marital quite low. Needs to get out of the fight. Shock.
Lightning Breath. Kill the Jaina. Jaina goes down in the background. Valor goes down. This could be the defense they needed. Diablo coming back from the death with his souls. And now it is going to be Nova chasing down Javier. And Javier does go down with the help of Tyrande. They are chasing onto Shoin. He's the only one left on the team of ArieX. Diablo has healed up. He's going to defend their core.
He's going to make it. Oh, there comes the stun. And come on, Shock. So one more snipe. Yep.
But yeah, that's everyone down. However, they don't seem to want to take the risk of rushing the enemy base. Instead, they're just grabbing seeds, getting ready for a plant terror.
They're in this for the long haul, I'm telling you.
We're seeing Tyrande. She's actually going in for the push. She's just going to push this wave up and try and get something. And just kill off the catapults at least. However, everyone else respawning. Diablo's in the base, restacking. He's already back up to 100, so he has another resurgence up. But he's just clearing the waves, making sure his core doesn't take damage. Ufa is now alive. However, the entire team of ArieX is going to be respawning soon. Rhaegar's already up. Latest one up will be Nazeebo, but still 24 seconds, which is about as much time as it will take Team Unitard to kill this top tower.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think they could have maximized their potential here. I mean, with an entire team killed, you really want to steal a lot of seeds or even get a fort or a keep down, but I don't know. How many seeds did they actually get? I think they're denying.
They got most of them, basically.
Yeah.
The only thing they didn't get is the bottom actual terror itself. If they rolled down as a team, they still have a chance.
Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I mean, the Garden Terror is just such a massive potential for aggression for you. They're now going to steal those boozers and then just go for the Garden Terror straight after. I think that could actually work. But then again, they're also down to just the core. So makes it really hard to go for counter-aggression if you always have to keep that in mind that you need to stay back and possibly defend.
It's true. And once again, we are seeing Team Unitard leaving their terror till the very last moment so that they have the maximum duration out of it. Diablo finally taking it, going to be moving to the mid lane. Will use the bulb to kill the two giants there and regroup with his team. No terror available for Team ArieX at the moment. They are attempting to go for the sneaky backdoor, or at least the sneaky Zagara. Mini stun does go down. Valor dives in. Divine Hurricane slowing it down. Nice devouring more. Muscle goes down to the zombie wall though, and Ufa follows suit. We're now seeing Masa coming in, trying to get a good engagement. Shoin able to sprint out of that precision strike, and this is looking very bad for the team of Unitard. Ancestral healing able to keep Javion alive, and now Chucks is the wrong side of the team. We do see the totem go down. Precision strike gonna hit most people. Chuck's trying to charge his way through, but the Ravenous Spirit does catch him. However, Nazeebo gives his life for it. Ring of Frost hitting Masa. Tofu in the back, looking for his opportunity, trying to get something. Javion goes down.
Well, and Cody might be in trouble. She's really low already.
The
and
slows, the kiting. Polymorph does not land. The stun lands though, and that should be it. Down he goes. The Terror will continue chasing down. There's very little kiting potential left, but that's not going to stop them from trying. And wow, Tofu, very, very nice stun there. Really, really great turnaround, helping his team there. Having a quick look at the damage count while we have a quick bit of respite. Tyrande is now catching up on 38k hero damage, still ahead of Zagara. And finally, the damage count has been topped by Nova, who's hit 76k hero damage.
Tyrande actually has 58,000.
58,000, yes, sorry. I got to make so 58,000.
Lots of damage.
That's about the same as Valor. Valor only has 59,000.
Yeah.
Stitches
so
with 54.
That is insane.
With 69.
Cool build by Tyrande.
Yep. And Rhaegar, 137,000 healing. That's a lot of healing.
Yeah, that's more than the other two combined.
This is true. This is very true. Very good job by a lot of the players in this game. And like you said, this game's going for the long haul. Both teams looking for their opportunity to strike. And ArieX have just been like charging this base and like, we're gonna get a retreat. We're gonna get, oh god, they can't get the good fight to get. They keep picking off like 2 or 3 people, but it always happens when there's a
it always comes down to Diablo still being alive, and he's so hard to pick off. And once he's alive, it's too hard to just go for the core.
Yeah, he has 150 souls again. He's back at full tankiness. He has 9k health right now.
Even if he is still alive, I think next time they should just go for the core, because he's not going to dish out the damage or even have the CC.
He kind of will with the lightning breath. Like, that's what happened the first time they tried to dive it.
True. But I still think it's possible. I mean, they're going to lose 2 heroes. It's quite risky, but hey, high risk, high reward, right?
Javian vision has been gained of him. Nova spots him there, looking for his opportunity to hook Barca. Was thinking about possibly engaging onto him there, but no. Martel gets hooked again. This keeps happening. Zombie Wall going to be slowing down the escape route. And Martel keeps being the one who picks up. Nice devouring more, though.
Oh, nice maw. Really good maw, but Martel needs to get out of there, and so does the rest of the team. So it's not like it's going to do all that much. Strafe used, but not really doing all that much either. Yeah, but now it's the entire team going for the core, or are they turning around again?
They've got to turn around.
Like they are.
They used Strafe, and they used... they used Strafe in that fight. They don't want to engage that when all ultimates are up, except for devouring more. It's just not worth the risk.
Yep. That's true. No.
Oh, there's the Divine Hurricane, lads. Precision Strike, lads. Lightning Breath. Only currently hitting Javian.
Wallow Wizard's pretty dead. Helios really on top of his game. Wallow Wizard doesn't get out this time. And he tries to turn it around, but looks like they're all backing off. Only losing Stitches in that fight, which is probably the starting point here to just back out of that fight.
Yeah, really wisely done. 1 for 1. Ufa for Stitches, and those were the 2 that basically stood there and punched each other while in Diablo's Lightning Breath. For now, though, the Tyrande has beat back as well as Maratel to deal with the Giants attacking their core. They do actually take quite a bit of core damage, and this is going to, at this point, be how ArieX wins by just sheer attrition. We're going to keep you in your base forever, and if you ever come out, our mercenaries or our minions will eventually kill you.
Yeah. That's the biggest issue here. I mean, if they wouldn't have lost those keeps so early, I think they could have already won this game. But right now, it's still going. Yeah, and we're at 38 minutes. It's one of the longest games I've seen.
This is true. We're actually approaching level 28 from the side of Team Unitard, who have actually managed to get themselves a level lead while all this is going on. Managed to sneak that out.
There's a max level, right?
Level 30 is the max level.
Yeah, 30 is the max level. That's what I thought. I've never actually seen a game go to 30.
I have no idea. I've only ever done it in Try Me mode, so I have no idea if it's possible. But we may find out. However, they're having to spend a lot of time defending their base. 87 bonus damage on Tyrande now.
Really just centered around defending, so couldn't get any more seats, and they're missing 8 seats to go for that Terra. And I think they should really think about going for it. But right now, still stuck in base, still kind of scared of that Garden Terror, and it's coming in. ArieX not waiting any longer. They're making their move.
This is basically going to be we're going to right-click the core and hope it works out. Diablo, once again, slowing it down, trying to delay as much as possible. All ultimates are up. Devouring more, actually. They're very grouped up. Would be good here. Divine Hurricane going down. Devouring more and the Lightning Breath are going to be able to take out someone here. Maybe not, actually. Yeah. Everyone coming out of the ball.
Yeah, and they're all dead. Helios might go down, but no. Ancestral Healing coming in once again.
Corty Loves You is just on the core. He's trying to just base race this, tanking everyone. Stitches hooks Ufa, who is the main CC. Corty is just tanking everything. He's going for the core, and that will be GG. No. Yep, yeah, there we go.
Wow, that last minute overpower, but Javian came in, so even if they could have somehow blocked out Cody, it wouldn't have been enough. But really amazing game here by these 2 teams.
Yeah, it gets to the point eventually where it's like, okay, it's ridiculous. Right click, go. And that's what happened. Like, his entire team died, and he didn't care. Just went straight for the core and just right clicked it, and that was enough. You just get so tanky and do so much damage in the objective, in the Plant Terror, in the Dragon Knight in the end.
And to be honest, I think they could have done that a little bit earlier if they wanted to. But
possibly, but we saw what happened a couple times, and most of the times they could have done it. Team Unitard did actually have the Plant Terror of their own.
Yeah, that's true.